matchup with the Rangers leading 6-5. Cordero against Guerrero, a pair of all-stars. Vladimir tonight 1 for 3, a single and a walk. Here's the pitch, a swing and a line drive, base hit right field. Over the head of Alexander. And the tying run is on for the Angels. And Curtis Pride is coming up. Now this is a spot where Garrett Anderson was at the beginning of the game, but had to come out in the 7th inning due to a problem with his left knee. And it is Curtis Pride, the 35-year-old veteran, coming up to bat against Francisco Cordero for the first time in his career. Pride has had 30 big league at bats this year, hitting .267, no homers and 1 run batted in. The left-handed batter who first broke in with the Expos in 1993. Guerrero at first, 2 outs. Rangers lead 6-5. Here's the pitch to Pride. It's inside and low. Good slider blocked by Gerald Laird, and it's ball 1. Pride is a .253 lifetime hitter with 19 big league home runs in just over 700 at-bats. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Pride swings. It's a fly ball to center field. Moving back on it is Nix. He is at the track. He turns. He looks. It's off the wall. Guerrero racing around third. He's coming home. Here's the relay to the plate. It is wide. It is dropped by Laird. Guerrero scores. And Curtis Pride is all the way to third. The game is tied at 6.
Hallo Leute, vielen Dank wieder fürs Einschalten von The Swamp. Heute zu Gast Curtis Pride, eine absolute Inspiration für mich persönlich, ich glaube für jeden, der dem Podcast jetzt zuhört. Ganz kurze Info vorweg, wir haben enorme Probleme gehabt mit dem Internet zu der Zeit. Die Verbindung war einfach super grottig und wir mussten zeitgleich über FaceTime die Transcription zu ihm schicken, damit er versteht, was wir sagen. Trotzdem euch viel Spaß und ganz kurze Info nur für euch.
Yeah, also in English, we had a great episode with Curtis Pride. We just had a little bit of a problem. We had to have the transcription live and on time, and because of some internet connection problem, the interview is not as smooth as you're used to, but still have fun listening. And there were some great stories behind it. Thank you, guys.
Welcome to the podcast from The Swamp
at Baseball-Park Weiersburg, Germany.
Brought to you by the Solingen Alligators Baseball Club,
Smashing runs since 1991. Dive into Alligators Alley with your hosts Max Michalk and Bruno Römer
as we bring you face to face with the legends of the game.
Former MLB players, active coaches and many more to come.
It's all right here, folks.
Let's play ball. So, hello and welcome to the next episode of The Swamp, live from the Baseball-Park Weiersburg, Solingen. Today we have a very, very special guest. I know we say that to a lot of guys, but this one today, Curtis Pride, is a special guest. We're happy to have you here, Curtis. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to talk to two German guys out of Solingen. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having me.
So, to start off this interview, we have to address the elephant in the room because I think most of the German guys don't know you. I gotta be honest. You're one of in 50 years of baseball, you're the first deaf baseball player. So that's why we gotta concentrate here to talk in a good English today, so the translator can actually pick us up. Could you maybe tell us a little bit about your MLB career and your debut with the Montreal Expos in 1993? How was that?
I've been playing professional baseball for 23 years, including 11 years in the major leagues with 6 different teams: Montreal Expos, Atlanta Braves, Boston Red Sox, Detroit Tigers, LA Angels, and Boston, Yankees, Yankees. But no, I started my career in 1993 when I was with the Montreal Expos. And to get that first major league hit, it was one of the most emotional, memorable moments of my entire baseball career. It's something I'll never, ever forget. To get a 2-run double to help the team come back from behind, to get the Phillies join the pennant race, and to get the 5-minute standing ovation. And it was just unbelievable.
Hmm.
That's
do
awesome.
you remember how did you get in touch with baseball the very first time? Was it a family thing, or did a friend told you like, come on, we catch some balls, you will like it?
Well, no, when I was 16 years old, I was very hyperactive, and my dad wanted me to sign me up for T-ball,
Hmm.
and that was the first time I got involved in baseball. But the boys' club would not let me play T-ball because of my deafness, and plus I was black, because we grew up in a predominantly white community, and we were the only one of the very few black families in the community. And the boys' club would let me play, so my dad threatened to file a lawsuit for discrimination. But they changed their mind, and they reluctantly allowed me to play T-ball. And so I remember playing my first T-ball game. I hit a home run my first at bat, hit the ball over the fence, not over the fence, but over
Wow.
the outfielders. And I was so excited. And I ran. I was right around the bases. I overran the base runner. I went to one of the rules because I was just learning how to play the game. And so that's why I decided that I wanted to play professional baseball.
All right. Nice for this little insight. As we mentioned before, you had a long professional baseball career, despite being born deaf. Like, yeah, you're hearing like nothing, or maybe like a little bit of persons. What were the biggest challenges you faced on the field, and how did you overcome it, or overcome them?
So I
Hmm.
can make the most of my situation and not to worry about what other people think or say.
Oh, so we're like 6 minutes into this interview, and I already have goosebumps because that is so impressive. I gotta say, I'm wow, I got the chills.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Thank you.
so we found out a fact that maybe some German people actually would like to know about. We're not gonna call it soccer, so because we're the real football, because we actually play with your feet. You were a big soccer. No, I said football prospect. You were one of the top 15 players in football in, don't let me lie, I think it was 1985. And
Yes.
you played the World Championship, the World Cup in China. Um, and for us, sadly, the German under 16 lost that year against Nigeria in the finals, which would be a whole podcast on its own. Because goddamn. But tell us a little bit more about how you became such a good soccer player, a football player, and in
Well,
football
no.
you have to talk, you have to be able to, like, you have so many commands that are shouted at the field. How did you become such a good player without hearing that?
Well, I mean, no, soccer is just a big open field, and no, I could not. I have always had problem communicating with my teammates, so I had to be visually aware of what's going on at all time, and I had to trust my gut feelings. I have good instincts that I kind of anticipated was going to happen. So that's how I was able to make sure I'm in the right position at the right time when making the pass, the right pass, making the pass at the right time. I know where my teammates will be at. But soccer's always come naturally for me because I was able to utilize my speed and my athletic ability, be able to jump high, use my head to hit the ball in the goal. But a lot of people always thought that I was going to play professional soccer right after high school. But during the 80s, there was no future, in the country. I would have to go overseas to play, professional soccer in England, or Germany, or Europe. But, I've always wanted to play professional baseball since I was a little kid. And baseball has always been my passion.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So we want to come back to your handicap. Like, I think you are the very first major league player who played like a full season without hearing anything in nearly 50 years or something like that. How did that milestone impact you? And is there anything you would say to someone who is willing to be a sports or a sport player, but he's anxious about the situation? Is there something you would tell them?
Well, first of all, I'd be very lucky to be drafted by the New York Mets to have the opportunity to play professional baseball. And so it's been a struggle to try to prove to the baseball executive, coaches, teammates, scouts that I belong at the professional level. And I was trying to get people to look past my disability and look at my ability on the field and how I can help the team. And so I would have to put up better number than my teammates in order to be recognized. And but I always tell people, kids with hearing disability who aspires to play professional baseball is to believe in themselves, to work hard, and not to worry about what other people say would think about them. And they know what they're capable of doing. It's just stay focused, and that's all they can do. And hopefully, these people will recognize their talent or ability on the field.
Mm-hmm. Okay, did you had any like that's a pretty personal question. If you don't want to answer it, that's fine. But did you had any issues with like bullying at that time that some people were saying like bad things to or want to show you up or something?
Yeah, I mean, I've had people making fun of me all the way through from childhood, even to the professional level. And I was kind of shocked, especially my teammates at the professional level, because they're talking about grown men and to see them that they were making fun of me really hurt me. But it's just something that I had to deal with. I learned I used to surround myself with good people and good teammates, and not be around people who don't respect me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, understand that.
So you hit your first major league home run with the Detroit Tigers in 1996. Bruno and me were 2 years old at that time, just to let you know. Can you walk us through that at bat and what it meant to you to hit a home run in the big leagues?
Yeah, I remember just talk about my first major league home run. Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah, about your first home run with Detroit.
That was the Detroit Tigers. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
We would play Texas Rangers, and I believe it was Kenny Rogers who was pitching at the time. And he threw a fastball up in inside as you turn on the ball, and the ball barely went, inside the right field foul pole. And but it was just a good feeling to be able to produce in that situation. And I've never considered myself as a home run hitter. I've always been a line drive hitter, gap to gap, and with occasional home run power.
Okay. At the moment during that recording, the connection is not the best one, so we cannot understand that pretty well because it's like lagging. But that's no problem. Let's just continue.
Okay. If you always
During
get
your
it,
career,
I
yeah. During your career, you played for several teams, as you already said. What was the most special clubhouse for you personally?
was the Atlanta Braves. I had so much fun. It was in 1998, and we had the best team, probably the best team in the history of Major League Baseball. And Bobby Cox was my all-time favorite manager. My teammates, they were the great teammates, especially with Chipper Jones, Gray Maddis, Ryan Klesko, those guys. And it was just a very fun year.
So
Unfortunately,
what team was it?
The Braves.
Atlanta
The Braves.
Braves.
Okay. Okay.
With players like Chipper and the manager. I always am so surprised when you guys say those big names so easily, because those are the guys that I look like I play on my PlayStation. And you say, yeah, that guy is so funny, that guy is that, and I'm just like starstruck a little bit. That's awesome. I feel like a small child again watching MLB.
So Curtis, you said your most special stop in the majors were the Atlanta Braves. Do you know Marvin Freeman? We had him on the podcast as well.
I know Marvin Freeman, but he was not my teammate that year. But I played against him in the past. It's a
Okay.
great night.
And
yeah. Fighting.
did you had a connection to him? Like, do you know each other?
Yeah, we knew each other, from baseball through baseball, play against each other. Anytime because baseball is such a small fraternity that everybody knew each other.
Okay, understand.
Yeah, Marvin is a guy full of energy and full of
Yeah.
positivity.
Yes. To say the least.
He's a great guy. So also your role in the major leagues was being an outfielder, and you pinched hit a lot.
Yes.
How did you prepare yourself mentally and physically to come in off the bench sometimes and get the clutch hit?
It's tough. It's tough being a pitch hitter because you have to find a way to be ready, mentally, physically, during the game. It case to be called upon to pitch hit. So the way I do, because I always have a routine. By the time it's 4:30, now it's done. So dress you, done hitting off the tee, just kind of get my mind ready. I do a lot of tee work with almost every inning between the fourth to 6 or 7 inning. And I do a lot of visualization. I like to visualize myself be at the plate and watch the pitches. And that's how I get my mind ready.
All right. Do you the many fans remember you because of your clutch hits in pressure situations? Do you think it was like was it Sportile?
An advantage.
Do you think it was an advantage that you couldn't or can't hear so much, that you can't hear the fans cheering, and that puts sometimes some pressure on the players. Do you think it was an advantage for you?
Yes, in a way, I feel it's because it allows me to focus, just the picture of my thumb and not worry about the distraction. And so it's a good thing that I have to worry about hearing the fans booing me, but but it allows me to to stay focused and not have to worry about dealing with noises, background noises, or whatever.
Mm-hmm. So, did you get in at bat against Tom House?
No, I never played Tom House.
Okay.
I did.
All
I
right.
was
Okay. Yeah, because maybe we are now halftime through the show. I think it's a good situation to promote that stuff. We have officially collaboration or partnership with Mustard Baseball. It's like an AI app for developing your pitching skills. It's called Mustard Baseball. It's developed from Tom House, Paul Hazel, and the team around it. Yeah, and we just wanted to take that opportunity to shout out to them, giving us a nice opportunity to spread it in Europe.
Yep, that's true. Even pitchers like Clayton Kershaw and Walker Buehler use it. And I think with the code The Swamp, you get like, let's say 20% off, maybe. Depends on how
Yeah.
the dollar and euro is working right now. I can just say it's a good app. Use it. It's good. Talking about pitchers, who would you say was the toughest pitcher to hit off?
I would have to say Jarvis Nagy from Cleveland Indians. His ball means so much. I mean, no, it was like playing chess with him. I always anticipated was going to throw me next, but he ended up throwing me a different pitch. And but he was tough. I mean, he was a challenge, but Pedro Martinez is another guy. Because I remember hitting 3 home runs off of him in the minor leagues. But when I got to the big leagues, I never got one hit off of him. He became a completely different pitcher. Because I know, because when he was a minor league, he was just relying on his fastball. Now I'm a dead fastball hitter. And but now he hit that nasty changeup, and it was able to get me off balance. So he was one of the toughest pitchers I've did. But one pitcher I'm so proud of, the people always say that he's probably the greatest pitcher of all time is Gray Maddox. And now remember, now we're 3 for 4 against Gray Maddox with a 2-run double. And so I'm proud of the guy that I was able to hit one of the greatest pitchers of all time.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's awesome. And you said you played on a team with him. Were you 3 for 4? Was that before you played with him or after that? How was the talks with him
That was
when you said like
that was after I met
then
him against
you could
Atlanta.
say sorry, you talk. You can say Greg, I got you.
Right.
So then you can talk some shit then. You earned a very special award, the Tony, I hope I say his name right now, Conigliario Award.
Mm-hmm. In 1996.
I know the word award, but the name was tough. For overcoming your obstacles in your career. How did receiving that honor impact your career? And yeah, it's such a big honor. How was it for you?
Yes, I mean, it's a huge honor for me because what he represents, Tony went through a difficult period, overcoming adversity. She played the major leagues, to have a successful career, and so she be honored with this such a prestigious award, and it really hit me. I mean, It's nice to be recognized.
No worries, no worries. Everything is good. Curtis, let's come to a very interesting part. You wrote a book, and the name is I felt the cheers. The remarkable silent life of Curtis Pride. Yeah, tell us something about that. How did that idea came to your mind? Did you wrote it on your own, or did you had like an co-partner who wrote it with you? Let us hear something about that.
Yeah, well, no, while I was playing baseball, you have many people, fans, coaches, teammates, asking me if I had a book. And I was surprised that why would I have a book? And they want to know more about my life, what I went through, the struggles that I overcame to make it to the major leagues. And I think, so after I retire from playing baseball, I talked to my agent that we made the decision to write a book about my life, so we can share, hopefully inspire the public of, of the struggles that I had to overcome to achieve my dream of playing professional baseball. And that we found this perfect writer. He was a writer for LA Angel. And I was so impressed with his writing style. He wrote an article about me when I was with the Angel. And the partner, and we developed a great book. And he had so many great reviews. And he basically talked about it from the time I was born deaf and how I learned how to talk and the struggles and how the kids were making fun of me and how I dealt with it. And all the way through high school, playing multiple sports. And then I went to college, playing college basketball while I was playing professional baseball. It talked about my baseball career and after I retired. And but what I hope to accomplish is to inspire many people, especially people with disability, that anything is possible, that with perseverance, belief, faith, hard work, that anything is possible.
Okay, and when the people will look up your Facebook page, they will see that you are like a star in the US because you have like special certain events where you give like autographs on the book and stuff like this. How is it for you? Like, are the people interested in you because of your person, or what do you think? It's the magic behind it.
Well, no, I love meeting people. I love traveling all over the country. Meeting people, inspiring them, because I want to give them hope that they're able to accomplish whatever they're wanting to accomplish. And I just love the interactions with the people. Putting a smile on the face and helping them. Provide encouragement.
All right, yeah, encouragement. Yeah, okay.
Maybe there's a chance, maybe I'm shooting for the stars right now, that we could somehow get a copy of your book with your signature sent to Germany so we can have a little raffle.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
great. That would be great.
I could send you a
I'm just
book.
asking. That would be awesome.
Yeah, just send me the address.
So, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it, and then you will find out how to win that book in a special short video on our podcast site or Instagram site, The Swamp. Then we'll raffle it off. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that chance, sir. Of it. So now coming back from your book, a little bit back to your career. Looking back, is there any particular game or series or situation that you say that made my career? That made the people say I'm a great major league player?
Well, I would say my season with the Detroit Tigers in 1996, and I had the opportunity to play every day. I batted 300, and that just kind of proved to the people that I belonged in the major league. That I was able to hit 300, play every day, and had a good. And I was named, if you look at the stats, and I was recognized as one of the top hitters, top defensive players in Major League Baseball during that season.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Bruno, you want to ask a last question before we go to our rapid fire round?
All right. So Curtis, last question before we come to the rapid fire round. Despite being born deaf, or how is it deaf?
Deaf.
Deaf. Despite being born deaf, you competed at the highest level of baseball. How do you how do you hope your career changes the way people view athletes with disabilities?
Well, I hope that people can see that that I was able to play at the major league level, at the highest level of baseball, even though I have a hearing disability. And I hope that it will just prove them wrong that, oh, well, people with disability can play at the highest level if they're given the opportunity, a fair opportunity, to prove themselves that they belong at the highest level. But at the same time, it's really give people with disability more hope that, okay, that they have a chance to achieve their lifelong dream if they just work hard and not allowing people to place the limitations on them and just believe in themselves that it is possible.
Okay. During or caused by of your handicap, do you get in touch with any other professional athlete, like every kind of sport you can think about, that get in touch with you because of your story?
What do you mean? I mean, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, no problem. Was there any situation where a player with the same handicap, like hearing nothing or something like that, that get in touch with you because of your handicap, of your certain situation?
Well, I mean, not in other sports, but in baseball, I've had a couple minor leaguers with hearing disability have reached out and asked for my advice, guidance, and I was happy to provide them. And but unfortunately, they never made it to the major leagues. But hopefully, there will be more opportunities for the future. Baseball players with hearing disabilities to be able to play at the highest level. I don't want to be the last person, so I just hope that there will be more people, more players with hearing disabilities having the opportunities to play at the highest level.
Okay. Yeah, that's I need to say it again. It's probably the third time right now, but that's so inspiring, Curtis. I cannot put it in words, for real.
But one thing I might want to add is, growing up, there was the Eddie role model for me, as far as put that an athlete with the hearing disability that I can look up to. And so I basically had to rely on my parents, and they were my biggest role model. It's silly, the belief in myself, the confidence, the work ethic, not allowing other people to place limitations on me and always pushing me to be the best that I could be. And now that the old deaf players have played the major leagues in over 50 years, and I sort of embrace that role of be a role model to more kids with disabilities. And so I think it's a point because I was living proof that if I can join, they can join too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So everybody listening here, there's only one thing that can stop you from being successful, and that is yourself.
Mm-hmm.
The rest, we got living proof that there's nothing else that can goddamn stop you.
I
want to punch through a wall right now because I'm so inspired right now. That's sick. Wow.
I remember when I was giving a talk to this elementary school in DC, Washington DC, and I think they were at the 6th grade, 7th grade, middle school age, and they were all the interstate kids. And after I gave a speech on this, a teacher called me the next day, and one of the boys in the class told her, I said, "Man, I can't believe how much Curtis Pride has accomplished, and he's deaf." And myself, the boy said, "Well, I don't have a disability, so I have no excuse."
Mm-hmm.
So that should have stopped me. That's what he told the teacher. So I was happy to make an impact on his life.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Wow.
So, Curtis, we are finished with our questions. And at the end of our episode, we always have a rapid fire round where we ask you like 5 questions, and we need quick answers, just quick and short. Are you ready for that?
Thank God.
I'm
Thank
ready.
God Bruno knows after one season of our podcast that I get emotional sometimes and that he has to talk then because I needed a second right now.
Yeah.
I'm too emotional for that stuff. He knows me. God damn. Wow. Bruno, you want to start off?
I'm gonna start off. All right. First question. First thought that ran through your mind when you got caught up to the Expos in '93.
Surreal. I mean, unbelievable. Really.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Second question is, which uniform did you feel the proudest wearing in the major leagues?
Of the Yankees, because of its history, pinstripe uniform, can't beat
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
We gotta stop sending Duke. Duke always sends us ex-Yankee players.
Yeah. And I'm a Boston fan, so that makes no sense. So
I like the Padres. They haven't won anything in a couple years, but this year, I tell you something, they are not gonna win it.
So the third one.
What? No, you're up.
Oh,
Sorry
no,
for that
go
too.
no. Go ahead.
What personal trait helped you succeed most in baseball despite your challenges?
What personal trait? What do you mean?
What personal trait helped you succeed the most?
Oh, what personal trait helped me?
Yeah.
I would have to say my parents.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great answer.
Yeah. Your biggest pinch me moment in your career.
Meaty Muhammad Ali. He played basketball with Michael Jordan.
Oh,
What are we talking about now?
no way.
Yeah, I mean, no, I've always wanted to meet Muhammad Ali. Has been my biggest, idol because of who he is and the impact he has made on millions of lives throughout the world and the type of person he was. And I've always wanted to meet him. And there one day, his spring trading, when I was with the LA Angels, show up at the Clubhouse. I was shocked. oh my God, that was my
What the
movie.
fuck?
I get to meet Muhammad Ali, and it was kind of sad though because he was able to interact because of his Parkinson's disease, but I was so speechless. And I kind of told him that he was my biggest idol, and I admired him. And meeting Michael Jordan and playing basketball and baseball against him in Arizona Fall League was another piss me moment, because who would say that they have the opportunity to play baseball and basketball? Every play got to play pick a basketball game. And so he and I regard each other. And my proudest moment was my team beat his team in a pick up basketball. and
Let's
I
go.
enjoyed the winning point off of Michael Jordan.
So what we learn about that is that Curtis
he
Pride
was
can
not
do
just-
everything.
Yeah. That's great. That's great.
So we have a ex-major leaguer who also played at the FIFA World Cup in soccer, football, and who played against and in a certain way beat Michael Jordan at basketball. I just want to say it like that. I don't care if it's right or wrong. You gotta promote it like that. God damn. If you now tell me that you played against Wayne Gretzky in ice hockey, I'm done. Hell yeah.
All right, last one. Go ahead.
Yeah. I need a second. That was too much. Like, come on, man. So after having like every kid's dreams, what legacy do you hope young athletes remember of you?
Well, let's hope that they remember me, that I never gave up my dream, that I was willing to work hard, believe in myself, and they always believe that if you work hard, good things will happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's very inspiring. I mean, yeah, I have. I'm totally inspired right now. I can't say anything about it. That's so impressive.
Maybe
Yeah.
we can do the giveaway for the book on whoever guesses how often we say inspired or inspirational in this podcast. Whoever
Yeah, that's
counts that
pretty
gets
good.
the freaking book. God damn. Cause like I just wow.
Yeah.
To be able to talk to such a legend who got over so many like who accomplished what you did is just for two German guys who just play baseball and started doing a podcast this year. It's just so, and listen now, inspiring, and so
Ka-ching.
unreal. So again, thank you very, very much for taking the time to talk to two German guys.
Thank you so
Just
much
again,
for
thank
having
you.
me. I enjoy, sharing my life story with you guys, and I hope we continue, not just myself, but you guys continue to inspire people, especially to,
Mm-hmm.
because I know it's the first time that you guys have started with the baseball, the team, and I so hope that we can continue to inspire more kids to play the beautiful game of baseball. No matter what kind of disability they have and stuff. And now I remember, when I received my first fan mail was from a young girl named Amanda, and she was 12 years old at the time, and she was legally blind, and that's what she told me. But she said that I was playing professional baseball kind of inspired her to try and play t-ball. And
Mm-hmm.
one day she went out and played, and she was able to play t-ball So after she hit the ball off the tee, and when she's running towards the first base, so she listens to the coach's voice to follow the coach's voice until she got close.
Yeah.
And so that's how she played t-ball. And I was so happy for her that she was willing to come out of her comfort zone to try to play baseball, where she knew that she might not do well, but she loved the game and she had so much fun. And that made me feel good, knowing that had an impact on her.
Yeah, I can imagine. That's awesome. Do you?
I cannot imagine having
read.
that big of a. I cannot imagine having that big of an impact on somebody. Gotta be honest.
Yeah, I can. Curtis, did you get to know the blind baseball thing? Like,
The beep ball, where they have a beepy sound in baseball. That's how they play. That's how people with vision disabilities able to play baseball. They listen to the sound of the beepy, and that's how they play.
yeah, that's awesome. I love baseball. I love the baseball community. I love the sport. I love everyone who's around it, and yeah, I love it. So we're quite over an hour of recording. Curtis, we have to say thank you for your time. It was a real pleasure. It was an honor. Yeah, tip your head. Yeah, I think it's pretty inspiring, kaching, for for a lot of people who's watching the podcast, and I will definitely will read your book. I haven't got the chance from now, but I definitely will have a read and get your story more in detail. Thanks for sending us some books. We will let you know what we will do with it. Yeah, from my side, I'm done for now. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Same for me. Just
thank you for everything. Thank you for having me again.
That's great. Thank you. Definitely. Why not? We will make a second. What is it in English? Staffel.
Season.
A second season next year. And maybe there is a nice opportunity to get you back on the podcast. Great. So
Awesome.
thanks guys for listening, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Peace.